Welcome back. In this video, I want to share with you an interesting interview Pope Francis made recently on a famous Italian talk show, Che Tempo Che Fa, What the Weather Looks Like, on the Rai State Television. This is the interview. Pope Francis has notched a new first in his nearly 9-year-old papacy, an appearance as a TV talk show guest. Francis spoke about personal friendship as well as about issues like migration, while interviewed by the host of a popular Italian talk show on a Rai state television that airs on Sunday nights. The studio is Milan. The host interviewed the pontiff at the Vatican by remote. The pontiff has given interviews to Italian and foreign media since being elected pontiff on March 2013. But this was the first time that he answered questions on a talk show regularly followed by millions of viewers. The hour-long interview covered topics from environmental protection to the Pope's childhood in Argentina. In the TV interview, Francis expressed anew his insistence that migrants be welcomed and integrated in society. Francis referred to the frequent standoff experiences by humanitarian ships which rescue migrants in the Mediterranean Sea from traffickers, unseaworthy vessels that are denied for days port permission by countries rimming the sea. He also added that the way immigrants are treated is criminal, because in Libya there are lager and footages demonstrate that. Each country must say how many migrants they can take. Francis said, urging more solidarity among nations for those who are hoping for better life somewhere in Europe. This is an internal political problem, he said. The interviewer, Fabio Fazio, cited the tensions in Europe over whether Russia might invade its neighbor, Ukraine. Francis didn't weigh in directly, replying only word is always distraction. There were also lighter moments in the hour-long interview on the program. Asked about his recent visit to a record store in Rome, Francis said that he likes classical music a lot, as well as tango numbers. Like many of his fellow Argentines who hail from Buenos Aires, someone who doesn't dance the tango isn't from Buenos Aires, Francis quipped. The interviewer showed a picture of Francis when he was a young boy, adding that he was playing soccer as a goalkeeper with the San Lorenzo squad and asked a personal question, what actually he wanted to do as adult. Francis said that his answer would be a surprise for many. He recollected that as a young boy, he thought about becoming a butcher, because when they used to go to do some shopping at his family local butcher, he noticed that the butcher wore a belt with money moving around in the pockets. So Francis added that he would like to become a butcher for the money. And the reason is quite understandable, because of his mother's ancestors coming from Genoa. He also said that he liked to study chemistry and was about to start to study medicine at the university But at the age of 19, he felt of having been called by God and went to the seminary. Asked if he felt alone or if he has friends, Francis said that he needs friends and has them, but they are few but two. They are few but two, he repeated. Pope Francis told the TV host Fabio Fazio that he did not feel that he was holy enough to live in the apostolic palace. That's one of the reasons I choose not to live in the papal apartment, because the popes were saints before they were saints, and I couldn't have done it. I'm not that holy, he said. I need human relationships. That's why I live in the Hotel Santa Marta, where there are people who talk to everyone. You find friends, it's an easier life for me. During the interview, the Pope made a heartfelt plea to end the production and sale of weapons. Think that in a year, without making weapons, you could give food and education to the whole world for free, Pope Francis said. We see how economies are mobilized, and what is most important today is war, ideological warfare of power, trade warfare, and lots of arms factories, he said. War is always distraction, he added. When Fazio asked the Pope why the innocent suffer, Pope Francis said that he was himself scandalized in the face of children's suffering. Why do children suffer? I find no explanation for this. I have faith. I try to love God, who is my Father, but I ask myself, why children suffer? Hatred, destruction are in the hands of others who sowed evil in the world through envy, the Pope said, adding that God allowed his Son to be killed. It is perhaps a mystery that we do not understand well, but in the relationship of God the Father with his Son, we can see well that what is the heart of God when these things happen. God is strong, he is omnipotent. In love, he said. And when this temptation comes to you, why do children suffer? I find only one way, to suffer with them. And for me, Dostoevsky was a great teacher in this, Francis added, referring to the Russian author of A Crime and Punishment and the brothers Karamazov. While speaking to the audience, the TV audience, the Pope made it clear that he does not watch television himself. Yes, I don't watch television. This is not because I condemn it, but it is a decision I made for the Lord when he asked me, Francis said. Francis usually ends his public remarks by saying, "Don't forget to pray for me." Pray for me. I need it. And if some of you don't pray because you don't believe, don't know how, or can't, at least send me good thoughts, good vibes. I need that closeness from the people, he added during the program, which had a peak of audience around 8.75 millions viewers. Che tempo che fa? What the weather looks like airs live interview with politicians, celebrities, artists, and athletes. Recent guests of the program include former President Barack Obama, former Vice President Al Gore, and Lady Gaga, just to mention a few of them. And this is the interview. I have to say that, I felt myself quite emotional hearing, Pope words. I do hope you appreciate this video. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.